Chef Lucas. Today, let me show you what we'll be making. We will be making, I have it wrapped up because I bought 2 packs of them yesterday, a nice ribeye. Looks very good. The one yesterday I had was very good. As you guys saw from last video, I like my steaks a little bit rare. Some would say rare, some would say raw. I call it rare. Move you guys to right here so you can see me season it. Actually, before I do that, I am going to start heating up my pan so that it is all ready. We have a hex-clad pan, the best pans that you could use. So I'm gonna get this up to, I'm gonna say 5 for now, just because I don't want it to burn the pan. Slide us over, and we are going to start seasoning this. If you watch the video with no sound, which I apologize, I figured out how to use the mic. Whoops. We are going to be using just some pink salt and this Montreal steak spice mix. It's like it says a robust blend that captures the flavors of old Montreal. It tastes good, 0 calories. Just throw it on the steak. Oh yeah, and if you guys can see, bring it a little closer, it has like a little bit of like rope around it so it doesn't like fall apart while it's cooking. And to go along with that, we have a nice sweet potato, like you guys know how I love. And we have some tea, gingerbread joy tea. Love gingerbread tea. Ingredients: black tea, ginger, natural flavor, cinnamon, ginger flavor, naturally fortified. Don't know what most of that means, but we're gonna start off by seasoning this steak. I'll show you guys what it looks like once I'm done seasoning each side. First side, done. And I'm actually just gonna flip this with tongs right now so I can keep moving the camera around with my hands. Flip it over. And we're going to get some more on that side. Butter boop. Looks good. And then another really important part is to make sure to get the sides, because the sides have lots of flavor as well. So this part may be a little bit time consuming. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is the side where the fat cap is technically on. If you guys don't know what the fat cap is, that's the side you cook first for about like 30 seconds or so. That is to, why? Don't know. Just that's what Food Network taught me. So Food Network is all professional chefs, so I'm just gonna listen to them. So yeah, the pan is gotten really hot now, and I'm just gonna leave this out actually, so that I am able to use it a little bit after. And now we are going to be going into the pan. Let's think about the best way to do this. I'm gonna do this. My phone is slipping. Okay. But yeah, so that's the steak so far. Sorry for not posting a lot more recently. Just been busy with lacrosse, school, working out, and other things. But since that's happening, actually we're gonna flip the steak before we start my tea. So, moment of truth. Gonna grab you guys so you guys can see it first. Oh yeah. If you guys can see, I'll move it up with my other arm so you can see the crust. But that's a beautiful, beautiful crust. But now we're gonna, while it's continuing to cook, we have our tea package. We're gonna make sure that I don't accidentally rip something. I'm gonna grab our tea, we're gonna lay our garbage there for a second. We're gonna unravel this string. I'm gonna grab a teacup. Actually, we're gonna use this guy. We're gonna use the snowman mug, because it's Christmas time, Christmas favorite season. Oh, forgot to put the weight back on top. That's completely on me. I'm gonna throw that in there, and while that's happening, we're gonna get the no. I'm blanking on what this thing's called. But we gotta fill it up to the minimum line. And the thing with me is, like, I don't love drinking hot drinks. It's just because it burns my mouth and whatnot. Like, I know that's kind of like a sussy way to a sissy way to think about it, but like, I just like having taste buds so I can taste my steaks, and I don't know, it's just I don't like burning my mouth. It's simply just that. It's not about me not wanting to drink something hot. It's just I like being able to taste after. But we're gonna start. We're gonna cut off a nice little chunk of butter so that we can baste it. And that's gonna give the steak a lot more flavor. A decent amount of butter, not too much or not too little, because at the end of the day, this is natural butter. So people say butter's terrible for you, but that's like the really processed like margarine stuff. If you're having real butter, butter is really great for you. Actually, it contains lots of good things for you. But what was I about to grab? I knew I was gonna grab something. Well, I forget what I was gonna grab. But we have sweet potato going. We have tea going. Tea ready. There for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just lay that right here. Then we're gonna do a nice little showing again. Leave it in there for a little bit longer. Make sure to get nice little moisture. But at the end of the day, if one side's not the best sear but the other side isn't, you just put the bad side on the bottom, show the good side, and that's all you can do. But I'm going to, if you guys can see, like right there, like the bottom and top of it, I didn't do at the very beginning, so I'm just gonna do that now actually. Just to like, because essentially it's like a circle because of the rope that they put around it, or a tweed I think it's called. But yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that the whole outside is like nice and has a nice crust around it, like at least one side of the steak. But oh yeah, look at that, that looks beautiful. But yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the best thing about Montreal steak spice, it's just versatile. Like you can put it. Oh, I let the water boil too long. I'm gonna burn my mouth. Whatever. I'll just wait a little bit longer to drink it. But I just love Montreal steak spice. It tastes so good, and it's so easy to use. It has all your like the spices you really need for like a steak, turkey, chicken in one spot. And I think they also sell like Montreal chicken. But yeah, that's that steak. It's essentially done. We're gonna just leave it on for a little bit longer to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Sweet potato's done. We're only having half him right now. So the way I have my sweet potatoes is I have half one day, half another. I don't know why, it's just something I've done, and it works for me, so don't fix what's not broke, or whatever the saying goes. I'm not trying to be some weirdo making up quotes, but I think that's a quote. Don't quote me on the quote, but I think it's one. But while we're waiting, I went to grab a container, put the other half of sweet potato in, and I'll bring you guys over here. And I'm going to essentially just cut these up into circles. It's like really hot, so it's gonna burn my hand potentially. So this is the one for tomorrow. That's just gonna go in the container. That's really hot. So yeah, that's essentially just tomorrow's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do this because I like to separate the amounts of carbs, because I like track everything to make sure I'm not. Well, that was bound to happen. So good thing it happened then and not when something else happened. So we're just gonna leave you guys there while I cut the other one. But yeah, I'll try to start posting a little more. I know it's been like a long time since the last video, and I don't even remember what I cooked. That's how long it was. But I'll definitely try to cook more, because it's like one of my favorite things just to do. And if I'm not doing it, then, well, I mean, I've cooked every single day since my last video. It's just I haven't recorded it or shown you guys what I cooked. But yeah, this steak is looking, holy shit, it's looking really good. Sweet potatoes done. Steak's about to be done. Water finished boiling for this. So we're gonna pour it into the snowman mug. Snowman because it's Christmas, obviously. Best time of year. Happiest time of year. In my opinion, at least. So we're gonna just throw that in there. That steak sounds so good. It smells so good in this house right now. So I'm gonna show you guys the tea. Tea is looking good. I may add some honey to it. I'm not sure yet. But right now, my focus is on this steak. So now we're gonna turn off the heat entirely. Gonna give you one last little look-see at the steak. It may look burnt on camera, but let me tell you right now, it's like perfect. Not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but we're gonna throw that little bit of butter in the pan, and we are gonna throw out the garbage, and we are going to now grab a spoon so that we can go like with the butter, and we're gonna like use it a little bit to take off this like the other like I forget what it's called, what's on the bottom of the pan like after it's done cooking, but using a spoon helps get rid of the stuff on the bottom to be able to throw that back up on top of the steak to give it more flavor. So you guys may be able to see the motion with my hands, but I don't know how I can best show you what I'm actually doing unless this works. So I'll try to angle it to you guys. So yeah, butter's like in this like spot right here where you can't see, but you essentially just like throw the butter back up on top of him. I'm actually gonna turn this on like 2 heat so that it doesn't get all not stale. I don't know the word right now. I'm blanking on words. I was up early this morning for a workout, but here I am now eating amazing foods. Natural butter, beautiful ribeye, some sweet potato. I think that's good. We're gonna move you back here, and we're gonna grab this beautiful steak. Ooh. Throw it up on here. I'm gonna turn the burner off so I don't accidentally cause a house fire. I'm gonna put this stuff in the sink so I can clean it after I'm done. And everything you have to do after, always crack a little extra salt up on top of your steak, just in case it lost any seasoning while it was cooking in the pan. Like I'm looking at the pan and there's a good amount of seasoning in there. And we're gonna let this rest for about 5 minutes. So I will be back shortly. Okay, so we're gonna finish this. It's been about 5 minutes. I'm gonna grab a big knife, and I will grab this like tiny fork. Why not? I'm gonna not my best cut ever. However, it's caught on a little bit of grizzle or whatever it's called. It's a medium rare steak, ladies and gentlemen. That is a medium rare steak. Okay, so I'm gonna start posting more. Alright, I'm gonna keep like this. Post will be coming more. Some more nice meals like this. And we will keep going from there. Some Christmas desserts coming too, promise. Bye. Peace out, Chef Lucas.